Hi friends, I want to share one thing that's really helped me lead worship in small settings, whether that's in small groups, a church plant, or a multi-site campus. I want to share one thing that's really helped me lead worship well. So here we go. I think we've all been there, right? In that smaller worship setting, but it's super awkward. You can hear a pin drop, everything feels uncomfortable, and we long for this time of worship without distraction where we can really engage and worship God. It might be for you that in that smaller context, you don't have any other musicians. It's just you, and you've got to try and create this atmosphere yourself. Or maybe you have volunteers, but they're still learning and growing, and maybe don't have the experience to make that distraction-free transitions between songs. Or maybe you don't have the money or the resources or the knowledge on how to use technology to help create that comfortable space where people can worship without distraction. Well, I've certainly been in that place myself, and so today I want to help share one thing that will really help make our worship spaces less awkward. Part of my story as a worship leader was when I was new to worship leading. I was worship leading in a small congregation here in our local church when we were maybe about 60 or 70 people in the room. And our lead pastor took me to one side after one worship set and said, "Hey, Paul, great what you're doing, but one thing that you might want to try and do is not leave a big gap of silence between songs. What would happen if you were able to join those two songs together and allow the music to flow?" And I was an accomplished musician. I'd done a lot of formal training in music, but I didn't have the skills or ability as a guitar player to make that work. I didn't know what to do. And so a big breakthrough for me was discovering pads. So you can call these pads or drone pads or backing tracks or different varieties of it. But essentially what I'm talking about is an audio track that is played back underneath all the other music you're playing, and it is a modulating tone but keeping in the same key. So technical terms are often based around the root chord and the fifth note, and they modulate between those two. But what's great in modern worship music is that you can play any of the major chords in that key and it still works. It sounds like there's some kind of super intelligent thing going in the background to help it flow. But that pad sound, that kind of soft key sound, just fills in all the spaces, especially in transitions between songs. And so pads are really helpful when leading worship in a small setting with limited musicians and you want to create a comfortable space. So with pads in the background, you can go from this to this. So I hope I've sparked your curiosity. If you want to know how to set up pads easily and free in a small and growing church setting, click on the next video and I'll see you there.